An enormous fire Durgon appeared.
Hold it!
Can you tell me more about the fire Durgon? That monster's image is still so vivid. It looked like just like the one that attacked Dad this evening. I've done something terrible again. And you are sure the fire dragon you summoned more than 10 years ago and the one you summoned this evening were exactly the same? Yes, they were definitely the same. Oh, you got things to question. I'm going to have to provide more evidence, aren't I? It's nothing wrong with Mr. Cantabella. Ellipses. Not paying attention. It's impossible. There's no such thing as magic. There's no such thing as Durgons. You never believe me, Dad. I don't know why I have to be like this. There was a time when things were different. Such daddy issues. Oh my god. Look at them. It's like a common argument between a teenager and a parent. Mr. Cantabella created this town. He knows better than anyone else that there's no magic here. Miss Cantabella. Yes? Would you mind giving us more details of what you saw? Ellipses? Can I borrow a sheet of parchment and a pencil? See, we're going to get some new evidence. She's going to draw a Durgon. Draw your best Durgon, the speller.
Your request will be granted. Bring parchment and a pencil for the witness immediately.
See, we're going to get a Durgon. That looks like a Durgon, right? This is the fire dragon I saw that night. I only got a glimpse of it, but it was real. That's definitely a Durgon. I must say, it does closely resemble the supposed magical creature we witnessed this evening.
It does indeed. This drawing should be added to the evidence.
Can I use that as evidence that she saw a Durgon? What happened over a decade ago was determined shore by Fire Durgon. Discovering the truth about the Durgon shall be our next objective.
Witness continues testimony.
Man, we are talking about Durgons a lot recently. I was just a little girl. Okay, so we've pressed everything. Honestly, I kind of feel like I have to present that as evidence there, even though it literally isn't evidence whatsoever. Maybe I should take coin. Oh no, maybe I should take coin. No. No. No, I've still got a life left. I've still got a life left. See, that's the thing. This is the only new piece of evidence we've got. Okay, yeah, you can't remember, so let's question him. See, this is the only new piece of evidence we've got, this testimony. And I'm pretty sure we had to unlock it, so it's got to be used to get onto the next part. Okay, yeah, it's all a dream, blah 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 blah. Because see, that's the interesting thing about the way Phoenix Wright games work. If you have to do two things during a testimony, one of them will always rely on the other. So that, you know, you can't go on without getting the piece of evidence. So that's why I'm reasonably certain. Because, you know, you see this all the time. If you've ever played the Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney trilogy, you tend to see this quite a lot. Where you get updated on new pieces of evidence during a testimony, and the only way to actually move on is to use that evidence. My daughter's memories of the Durgon amount to nothing more than wild imagination. On the contrary, I'm pretty positive Speller did see the Durgon. What a thunderous sense in you! Look, she drew us a picture!
Well, I'll draw a curious path what the defense has got to show us!
Present evidence that proves a Durgon appeared in this town over 10 years ago. Fire Durgon sketch? Like, is there some detail in it that maybe is subtle? Very subtle. And proves that it actually... See, I'm probably going to be asked to point to a certain part of the picture and be like, what about this picture proves the existence of a Durgon? But if that happens, I'm just probably going to hit going.
Take that!
It is, of course, a speller's drawing of the Durgon. It's impossible to draw a Durgon with so much detail unless you've actually seen it. It's impossible! Absolutely, completely, 100% impossible. So if you've ever seen fan art of a Durgon that looks really, really good, like really good drawing, that artist, my friend, has seen a Durgon.
Indeed! It looks very much like the fire Durgon we saw this evening! It cannot be a mere coincidence!
You can't possibly use that drawing as evidence.
And why not?
Because she could have just drawn the Durgon from this evening.
Dad, why don't you believe me? I saw that Durgon when I was little.
This town is my creation, I know everything about it, and I assure you there's no magic. If there's anyone who can tell me what's possible and what is not, it is me, the creator of Labyrinthia.
Durgons only exist if you believe in them. I've learned this from Discworld.
Your overconfidence has clouded your judgment and prevents you from seeing the truth.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know why I used the judge's voice then. Oh my god, I've completely mixed up the voices. Oh my god. In order to see what is really there, you need to reject biased assumptions and keep an open mind. You're overlooking certain facts precisely because you are the creator of this town. It's nothing short of insanity. Magic doesn't exist, and yet Isabella says she saw a fire Durgon. It seems like a contradiction, but perhaps it is not. Mr. Wright. The solution to this mystery is out there, we just need to find it. We suppose you know where it is. Magic doesn't exist, Isabella saw a fire Durgon. Where is the evidence that bridges the gap between these two? Oh my god, what? Magic doesn't exist, Isabella saw a fire Durgon. Where is the evidence that bridges the gap between the two? Pretty sure there's nothing in the court record that I can think of. Maybe in the Belfry because, you know, Bell of Ruid. Or it's the town itself, makes absolutely no sense, so it's probably that one. Hit coin! I don't know what Layton's getting at. That did not help at all. Where is the evidence that bridges the gap between the two? Is it just me, or does this question make no sense whatsoever? Let's treat them as logical statements. Magic doesn't exist, a spell of sort of fire Durgon. Therefore, fire Durgon was not magic? Or fire Durgon does not exist? I don't know. I can't logic this. Is it going to turn out that like the town's in the shape of a Durgon or something? No, it can't be that because like they said it started out as not as like a village. The Belfry maybe, because the Belfry only existed both 10 years ago and in the present day. Is it something to do with the Bell of Ruin? I've pressed it. There's only one way to explain this contradiction. The spell somehow saw the Durgon, but it wasn't a magical creature. And will you just tell us what it was? That event took place over 10 years ago. What she saw then should still be in the place where she was at the time.
It's still there!
Yes, Your Honour, and that place is the Belfry! See, this is looking right. Okay, I'm guessing I got it right then. Over 10 years ago. The widows were standing somewhere around here when she saw a fire Durgon, am I correct?
Yes, Mr. Layton.
However, what was it they actually saw then? Let's see if we can find the answer to that question. You will find nothing here.
Well, that happened a long time ago. Whatever she saw might not be there anymore. And if you want to see exactly what she saw at the time, we'll set the whole town on fire. Won't we go get matches?
Oh, wait. So maybe there's a building in the shape of a dragon or something? Something like that. Oh, that would mean it was in the town itself, not in the belfry. Oh, maybe either of those answers will be correct. Because you have to go up to the belfry to see the town. See? I may be an attorney, but even I could not clear if the crimes were actually committed to the crime Maya. I'll pretend I did not hear that. Shall we begin? So we're looking for something that looks like a Durgon. Let us look for the fire Durgon. You can see the whole town from here. Look in every direction for something that will resemble Miss Canterbella's drawing. It's a little bit dark. It is crazy dark. It is crazy, crazy dark. And I really do not see it. Can I maybe see the Durgon sketch again? Okay, so it's got like things. It's got spines on its back. And it's got those huge horns as well. I think that's going to be things to look for. Let's go back. So could it be there? I really don't think so. Oh, I can change the brightness. Oh, I can look around outright. Okay, that's good. I didn't realise I could do that. I thought I was doing something weird. Okay, so there's nothing there. Nothing there. I got the feeling there might be some... I don't know. Nothing there that I can see. Nothing there I can see. So I can see two things sticking up there, which looks kind of suspicious. I don't know. It's too dark. Can't we wait till morning to do this? Oh my god. Also, how do I have a torch that is powerful enough to light up the freaking sky? I question this. Oh wait, what about these? Okay, that's like a fox. Ah, I can look down and up as well. That's really scary and creepy. If I had to guess, I'd say it would be somewhere on that one. But I outright don't see it. Okay, that's Fire Durgon-y. Or maybe over there. Anything around here? There's the Durgon! Of course it would be in the last place I freaking look, wouldn't it?
Take that!
Literally the last place it was possible to look. Like, if it wasn't in this particular screen, I would have just given up. Like, use the hint coin. But no, the last place I looked before using hint coin. Wonderful. As well, can you have a look at this? It looks like the dragon was hiding in here after all. Oh, this is... Hey, that's identical to the one the fella drew! But, it's not the fire dragon. The fire dragon was a creature made of flames. It was so big it could swallow this whole tower. It's just some tiny fretwork. Ellipses. I think we can consider this mystery solved. I suggest you all head back to the court. I'll explain everything there. Is that alright with you, Miss Cantabella? Mr. Cantabella, sorry. Sorry. The hair. I'm sorry, it's the hair. What's going on to Mr. Cantabella? He looks paler than you do with the cold. I have no idea. Let's follow the others back to the courtroom. So, are we going to say that, like, a torch shining through the fretwork made it appear in the sky? Or on the smoke? Or something like that.
The Inquisition investigation seems to have yielded some unexpected results. But can someone explain them to me?
Your Honour, the Inquisition will interpret your results for its investigation. Witness, you said you were about 6 years old at the time of the incident.
Yes, that's right.
Did you see the moment the Durgon appeared above the town?
No, I don't remember. I remember seeing it at some point. It was like a flash. The town was ablaze, and this fairy beast was hovering above it.
Then when you noticed the dragon, the town was already engulfed by flames.
Yes.
That information completes the picture. Miss Canterbury's statement had offered me an insight into the true story of the fire Durgon. Please share with the rest of the class. Over 10 years ago, 11 or 12 years ago, depending on whether she was 6 or 7, Miss Canterbury was in the belfry unconscious. What events led to this? Perhaps we'll discover that in due course. When she awoke, the whole town was on fire. Having inhaled much smoke, she was still dazed. She was only vaguely aware of her surroundings when she looked up, alarmed by the scorching heat. Unable to stand, she was on her knees. And then she saw something she would remember her whole life. A Durgon! She saw a terrifying fire Durgon attacking the town through the fretwork in the balustrade. But it wasn't a Durgon! The shape of a Durgon against the black drop of the town being swallowed up by flames became printed in her memory. That is the truth about the fire Durgon. This is what I have deduced. Okay, so that obviously makes sense for 10 years ago. Doesn't really make sense for tonight, though, because she was standing up, A, and B, everybody else saw it. So that is going to be the new mystery. And it's going to be a completely different explanation, obviously.
It wasn't a monster?
Miss Cantabella, the illustration you have drawn for us bears an uncanny resemblance to the fretwork in the belfry. You saw the Durgon when you were confused, possibly mildly asphyxiated from the smoke. There was no magic and no magical beast.
Ellipses!
You believe a stranger but not your father. That's so typical of teenagers. This is a statement on modern society, guys. You should listen to me. And now that all the mysteries have been unraveled, can we not end this trial and go home?
Objection.
No, we cannot. As much as we'd all like to, I'm afraid it's still a bit too early for that. What else do you want from us? There's just one more problem I'd like to solve tonight.
What that could be?
It's a puzzle! I've been stuck on this Sudoku for ages! Can anybody help me with it? Come on, guys. As if Layton would need help with a puzzle. Come on now. Miss Cantabella, we were certain that you were in the belfry when you saw the Durgon. However, that creates a new question. How did you get there?
Oh, I haven't thought of that!
Darklaw carried you! As the effective native attorney, Mr. Wright seems to have noticed problem 2 at last. In order to access the belfry, you need to use the bell tower mechanism. The mechanism can only be set in motion with the pendants. Miss Cantabella, did you have your pendant with you at the time?
Yes, I think I did. I always had it with me. Why'd I have that pendant? I can't remember it at all.
This pendant does not show us the key to the belfry. We already know this! Why was she carrying it around? We must also not forget that one pendant does not suffice to operate the contraption. 2 of them are required.